Okay, this is going to be a body cast. You don't see this too much anymore. Um, most of the time nowadays you see this whenever they're trying to make like a Kydex jacket or something like that. You'll put one of these on, then they'll cut it off and fill it with a mold or use it as a mold to make their Kydex jacket. Parameters of this cast is going to be pubic symphysis, sternum. Okay, you're going to be able to, you have to make scapula winging, room for scapula winging in the back. I always start as low as I can go. Most of the time, this is going to be used for obviously some type of thoracic spine, even some lumbar spine. A little different than the hip spica, where I actually gave the hip spica person something to breathe, or an area or some room in the cast to breathe. We had already placed the stockinette on him. Again, these people would be nude, besides the stockinette. And the reason why I come up here, even though this is not going to be in the cast, I put some web roll up here because my fiberglass will stay up here. That will help hold the cast up while I make and do all my modifications. So I'm just basically creating some space here for me to put some fiberglass and act as a suspender. I will mold his ASIS. Again, I'm using a black foam type of padding that you can see real easily on the video. I like to use felt. Felt works very good. Pubic symphysis. Sternum. These are all critical areas that you're going to be paying a little bit of attention to and molding. And then the spine. I take a whole layer and run it right down the spine. You could just do the sacrum. That's an option. Okay. It's nice to have two people when you roll this cast. One from the front, one from behind. I make good with however it's presented to me. So that you roll low enough so that you don't you have enough fiberglass or it's strong enough on the borders of your cast. Now you can do this in plaster as well. Most everything nowadays is done in fiberglass. You can incorporate this cast with a lot of different things. If you add a half of a leg to this cast, You're now what they call a pantaloon. You can roll a long arm cast and attach it, and then now you are a shoulder spica. So this is like the basis of how you would roll a lot of those casts that you don't see too much of anymore, but occasionally you get called upon to do it. Oh, and we're unrolling. I will not try to save it. I will just cut it off. That does happen. Again, it's nice to have. Once I get up to where this I wrap up in between his armpits here, or use the figure or the suspenders portion, that shouldn't happen. Fighting. Again, you don't have to make real strong up there. It is not going to be there forever. You are going to cut that portion out. On your shirt. Being able to get that on there makes it nice for that sternal mold. Yeah, this is just my last roll. We'll finish this up. Some smaller fiberglass here just to make sure I got it all where I want it. It's falling apart. I'm getting tired. This cast is starting to fire off, so I have to stop. I bought it. This is where you would go in. You want to make sure that you have a good pubic symphysis mold, sternal mold. Like to make sure you got a little bit of a mold on the ASIS, not on the ASIS, but slightly above them. And then also on the sternum, make sure that they have a good lordosis to their lower spine. You can start to see it's taking shape, my molds are. And we're going to let that finish drying for a few minutes. When we come back, we'll trim that out. Few more minutes. Catching the sternum. Down below the axilla. Come back here, I've got the scapulas. I got room for the scapula to wing. And I could put a money roll on this. Dress it up, make it look nice. I might do one. Oh, why not? Again, the money roll is just to tuck down your stockinette. Don't have to go crazy. There's your hip spica. I'm going to rotate them around so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. You have the scapula's right here. When he brings his arms down, it allows the scapula to come and rise above it. Sacrum. Sternum. Pubic symphysis. That is your body cast.